Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. It's Kybra, and
D-Shirts Barbie.
I'm just coming here with some more information. I know we're going out of order, but we kind of have to just for more importance
Yeah.
and everything. But so in episode 5, right? Episode 5. This is where everything changes. The Targaryen line of succession, noble family of Valyrian descent, ruled for 300 years, and this is when everything changes. This is also where Dunk truly realizes knighthood. And he was, like they said, there was a couple of green boys. They went over there.
They didn't know what they were getting themselves into.
They didn't know what they were getting themselves into, but they knew they had to fight for their lives. And all right, so the first thing that happens during the 7 verse 7 is Aerion stabs Dunk, and this is just Aerion and Duncan, right? There's a lot of other stuff that happens in between, right? The first thing that happens 7 verse 7 is Aerion stabs Dunk in his side with the lance, right? And it gets caught in Sir Duncan's side with the lance, pierced hard. That would have been the end for most. That would have been the end for most.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let me go fix my ribs and stuff. Let me go. I have had experience with that. It's not fun. And then so Prince, what is it? He's in. Egg is caught in between being a kid and a prince in a brutal world, and like he wants Dunk to win. But there's also other like members of his family that he respects and that he loves, but Prince Aerion isn't one of them. He used to apparently come into his bed chambers and then with a knife and said, I have too many brothers. I could turn you into a girl, which is
evil.
Just some weird Targaryen stuff. I don't know. Prince Baelor takes a mace to the head, ends up, nah, never mind, that's not what I wanted to say right there, but let's talk about it. So, Aerion ends up yielding to Sir Duncan, right? After Aerion thought that he had him done. He turns around and he said, he is dead! And then you hear Aegon, get up, Sir Duncan, get up. And then in Sir Duncan's mind, all he sees is Sir Ireland of Pennytree, and saying, get up, you old useless squire, get up, blah, blah, blah. And then he's knocked out, kind of comes to, and as they're about to blow the horn for the defeat, Egg yells, wait, and then even if I was the guy blowing the horn, I'd have been like, wait for 1 second, and then it didn't look like Sir Duncan was getting up, but I mean 5 seconds later, all you saw climbing up off of the floor, and then while Prince Aerion is celebrating a win, right? And Prince Aerion has like such different type of armor. He's a Targaryen, bro. He can afford anything. So he has this type of armor where he has this like short knife, big shield that is just wrapped around his arm, and then his broadsword. And then so he turns around and then he goes to fight. He goes to draw on Sir Duncan. Sir Duncan, he's big. Sir Duncan grabs his arm, fucking folds him to the ground, and then he just starts beating on him, and to the point where Prince Aerion yells
that he yields,
and then Sir Duncan, he grabbed him by the
foot,
dragged him
all the way to the king.
No, not to the king, to the lord of that. To the lord
to the lord of that. Ashford.
To the lord of Ashford. Yeah. And then he said, tell him.
Yeah.
And then he said, I yield. And then
he withdrew his claim.
I said, I withdraw my claim. So he went wrong. And that was so you guys get at the end, right? And there's a couple people dead, right? There's a couple people dead. I don't even know if the cousin,
I don't know. A couple people
Sirsophaway,
died.
Sirsophaway. I'm not.
Fossaway.
Fossaway. Sir Fossaway. I don't know if I really hope he fucked his cousin up. That would be
That would be
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
They
got.
didn't
There's a
really
little
say.
bit. We, you know what? They didn't, and that's why
Find out next episode,
that's
probably.
yeah. Find out next episode. Yeah, and or we just, and then we can come up with another video for you, and but yeah. So that's so they got back to the end, and then Prince Balar is like he's still on his horse, I think. No,
He's
no,
just
he
standing,
just got
just
off.
walked
Okay,
up,
yeah.
yeah.
Prince Balar is like, Sir Duncan. He kneels to him and he says, "I am your man. You need me for anything. I'm your man." And then Prince Balar says, "We need more people like you in the Seven Kingdoms." And then all of a sudden he starts to get kind of slow a little bit. There's something going on. And then
His
welder,
sires.
the welder, the guy who makes the shields and swords and what's his
Yeah.
name?
I don't know.
Like the name of the guy that does that. He's like, the armor, something like that, close to that. It's killing me that I don't actually know the real word. And it's not actually killing me. And we are so he goes to take off. If he said that his shield is bent in, or his helm is bent in.
He took a mace to the head.
He
from
took
his
a mace
brother.
to his head from Prince Arion, and they said, "Oh, it's kind of closed up on you, sir. Your lord, your highness, or your prince,
grace.
your grace." And thank you, babe. And this is and then they pull the helm off of the back of his head. The whole back of his head is just missing.
It's falling off.
The whole back of his head is just crushed in. And when they took the thing off, Egg seen it. Egg was next to the not the apprentice, not the armorer, the what is the name of that person, bro? He's the masonry.
Masonry is right, I think.
It's not.
That's a stone mason. Yeah,
he's I've been whatever. This is but they take the helm off, seeing that the next heir to the Iron Throne is his head is completely bowed in. And he's telling Sir Duncan, "We need more people like you in the thing." And then they get the helm off, and then he touches the back of his head, and he looks and he sees there's blood, and he's kind of going slower, not making sense. All of a sudden he falls to the ground, and Duncan holds him in his hands until he passes away.
Yeah.
And that completely changes the line of the succession. I mean, he was of Dornish. His mom was a Dornish queen. Princess. His mom was a Dornish princess. My girl. His mom was a Dornish princess, and his father was king.
Yeah.
And so I mean then it completely changed the line of succession, and we're gonna tell you more about that. Is there anything else you would like to add? Egg seen what happened. He took off the helm, and Egg was like, "Oh no," and you feel bad for little Egg, and I mean he's like.
He seems really broken up over Baelor.
Of course, Baelor was like Baelor is so far the best Targaryen king. He's not a king, so he's so far. I don't know. Rhaenyra gave him a run for his money, but I think that just the fact that he knows everything, he knows everybody. He's like
he seemed fair.
He seemed very fair. He seemed very fair, and he seemed very honest. And he said, okay. He said, I remember when Sir Arlen, me and him took 7 lances to each other until I defeated him, till I unseated him and whatever. And then Duncan was like, I heard it was 4 lances. And then he was like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, my king. You're right. It was 7 lances. Whatever you say. And that's kind of that was before Prince Baelor died. So now we're waiting to see what happens with
Next episode.
yeah, with the next episode. But we're not waiting. We actually already kind of know, and we're gonna be making this next video. And I'm thinking that we're going to be posting it along when the next episode drops. Maybe a little bit before, maybe a little bit after. But make sure you tune in if you are at all interested in any of this. And just want to say big thank you to everybody who's been following and liking, watching, subscribing, commenting. I've got one of the best comments I got from the other in the world. He was like, I was about to say something about your Jake Paul beard until I seen how hard you went on the intro, and then he said, instead, I'm just gonna follow you. And there's gonna be some Jake Paul videos because I've got about 10 to 15, depends on which phone got taken and destroyed. I got about 10 to 15 videos of people saying I look like Jake Paul. That's why I shaved this beard so short. Alright, I don't think I look like Jake Paul, man. I'm like fucking, if anything, man, I look like Kybra. If anything, I look made without all
if
this.
This was
Yeah,
a little shorter. You'd look like Tommy.
I did all this myself. I cut my hair myself always.
Okay.
And yeah, I need to make it a little shorter on top of a Thomas Shelby haircut.
Yeah, you're close though.
Close though. Thomas Shelby is the man. And then this is just another video that I hope you guys like, and show some support, and then show some hate, throw some shade. I don't care what you do, just comment,
Interact.
dislike,
Okay.
subscribe.
We'll see you later.
See you later.